This is something you see on fucking, like, SNL as, like, a parody of, like, a shitty, feel-good fucking ad. Like, of, like, no substance. It's just a bunch of bullshit. And isn't the other thing about, like, Hillary Clinton is that she's, like, not a leader. She doesn't have leadership qualities. Like, the thing with, like, the minimum wage. Like, you know, Bernie says $15, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm for $12, but if someone puts a piece of legislation forward that's 15, I'll sign 15. Like, no, you need to decide. Is it 12 or 15? You're the leader. It's just like when Trump said, we're going to ban Muslims. And then later he's like, oh, no, it's just a suggestion. No, you need to take a position. That is leadership. You say, we're going to ban the Muslims, and we're not going to ban the Muslims. Make up your fucking mind. That's leadership. Now, you make those decisions regardless if they're popular or not, or what it may do for you politically. You do it because you're a leader. You do what you think is right for the country, not for fucking millionaires. And of course, that is the whole fucking problem with Hillary Clinton, because she's beholden to fucking a bunch of corporate interests. And, you know, one of the few reasons I could even find that these Clinton supporters are supporting Hillary Clinton is because, you know, number one, she's a woman. That's one thing. That, one of the few things I hear, oh, she's a woman, and it would be this really good feel-good story after we get the first black president to get our first female president. Oh, whoop-de-frickin-do. You know what? This country has so many problems that need to be addressed immediately. This probably should have been addressed yesterday. They need to be addressed immediately, but hey, never mind about that. Let's get this, like, this woman in there who isn't gonna just give us incremental change, just so we can get a woman in there and it'll look really good. It'll be this really good feel-good story. Like this is some kind of fucking plot to a Disney film or some bullshit. Or what's the other thing Hillary Clinton supporters say? Oh, she's just really good. Okay, that's subjective, but her fucking record would fucking, in her judgment, would say otherwise. And then what else? You know, it's the pragmatism, right? The fucking what Bernie is spouting out and everything is, and what he's proposing isn't practical. Yeah, you know why it isn't practical, why Hillary Clinton wants you to think it isn't practical? You know why she wouldn't do any of the things that Bernie is suggesting? It's because Wall Street wouldn't want it. And the healthcare industry wouldn't want it. And the big oil industry wouldn't want it because she's on their dime. She's bought and paid for by these people. And that's why she won't fucking release those goddamn transcripts. Because, obviously, it's either or two things, which... One is, these fucking speeches never actually happened, which I think they actually did happen, but that's one of the theories. No such speeches exist, and that they were just straightforward bribes. Or, more than likely, it's, she did this speech, and she said something along the lines of, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So she'll never release those transcripts. Never. And which is funny because she said she would if all the other candidates released theirs. And the only other remaining candidate that didn't make those kinds of speeches was John Kasich, and he's no longer in the race. So, and Trump and Bernie didn't, so therefore all the other candidates have, since they don't have any to release. You know what I mean? So she's the only one that has speeches, so she should release them by her own criteria. But anyway, so yeah, I already went over this. There's not much difference between these two, the two candidates. We got Hillary and Trump, and that's it. I'm not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to November. I mean, unless something crazy happens, well, I mean, there's still the chance she'll get indicted. But I wouldn't hold my breath on it. But, you know, we'll get there eventually. The demographics are changing in liberal progressives' favor. So, it may not be this election cycle, but, you know, I'll probably write in Bernie, and I'm going to do my research. If they don't support an anti-corporatist agenda, I'm not voting for them. I'm voting them out. Hopefully there'll be an anti-corporatist alternative on the ballot, because people need to stop thinking of things in terms of Republican and Democrat, because right now, that's not as important. I mean, I hate to say it, I mean, things about the LGBT rights and stuff like that, and women's rights and all that, yes, that's important, and the gun violence and all that stuff. Those are things that need to be addressed, but until we get money out of politics, it's all for naught. Because all the politics are going to be bought and paid for, and it's going to be much like it is now, where nothing gets done. They're just fighting with each other all the time, and it's all obstructionism, and it's all bullshit, and none of these politicians are going to be actually accountable to the voters. They're going to be accountable to Wall Street and big business and everything else. So we're never going to have like genuine debates. It's always going to be tainted by money, by the money and who's bought by who and whatever. So what I propose, you know, that shitty ad, that shitty fucking ad that had no substance in it, you know, happy fucking Lucky Charms ad, that was fucking bullshit with no substance. Here's a true fucking Hillary Clinton ad that I propose. I'm a woman over the age of 40, and I watch CNN, and Hillary Clinton's a woman over 40, so I'm gonna vote for her. Duh. Voiceover. Hillary Clinton isn't for everyone. Ask fake journalist Chris Matthews if Hillary Clinton is right for you. Side effects may include corruption, destruction of our environment, economic malaise, oligarchical tendencies. Suicidal thoughts may occur if you can imagine this dumb bitch as our leader. Please stop supporting Hillary Clinton if your brain ever utilizes logic, reason, and rationality, or if you actually give a shit about the future of our country.